everyone, my name is Shivani Garg. Today I am going to tell you about the simulation and comparison of AODV variants under different mobility models in MANETs. Firstly, I am going to tell you about the multi-hop wireless networks. These are just the collection of nodes that share a common channel and communicate with each other wirelessly by using the radio signals. There are several names for MHWS like the packet radio network, ad hoc network or the mobile network. Now in the mobile network or the ad hoc networks, the nature of the nodes is generally mobile. Now in the ad hoc networks there is no central administration, that is there is no any central control which controls the whole network. There is no fixed infrastructure. If the mobile network wants to connect to the another network, it can connect easily as it is a temporary network. Now applications for ad hoc network, like the figure shown, if the people wants to exchange the information between them and they have no access point, then using the internet or by creating the temporary network, or we can say ad hoc network, they can exchange their information with each other. We can apply these ad hoc networks in the earthquake areas or in the military communication where there is no fixed infrastructure, there is no network infrastructure. In the military communication, they can create their own ad hoc networks and they can communicate with each other very easily. Now the background of the research topic. Firstly, I am going to tell you about the routing. Routing is just the process of moving data packets from one end to the another through one or more intermediate nodes. Now basically two activities are performed by routing, like to determine the best routing path and to move data packets from one end to another within the network. These are the mainly two activities that is performed by the routing. Now I am going to talk about the categories of MANET routing protocol. There are three categories of MANET routing protocol: proactive, reactive and hybrid. Now the first one is the proactive. Proactive are also called as the table driven routing protocol, in which all the routing information is maintained in the routing table itself. The main aim of the proactive routing protocol is to keep the routing information consistent and up to date. The example of these routing protocols are like the DSGV, OLSR. This is about the proactive routing protocol. And the next one is the reactive routing protocol. In this reactive routing protocol, there is no need of maintaining the routing protocol. The network maintains only the routes that are currently in use. So there is no burden of maintaining all the routes information. These protocols are also called as the on-demand routing protocol. That is, when the routes are needed, they are called on demand. The example is like the AODV, ad hoc on-demand distance vector. The next approach is the hybrid approach. This is the mixture of both the approaches discussed above. Routing is established proactively by prospected routes and then serves the demand from additionally activated nodes through reactive flooding. For example, zone routing protocol. Now, my thesis is mainly focused on AODV routing protocol and its variants. So I am going to tell you about what is AODV. AODV is the ad hoc on-demand distance vector. As its abbreviation say, it is on demand. That is, it is a reactive routing protocol. On demand here means, that is, neither the nodes in the chosen path should maintain the routes, nor they should participate in the exchange of tables. That is, there is no need of maintaining the route tables. The routes are called on demand. In AODV, the route discovery process is used to discover the routes through which messages can be delivered. It always make efforts to discover the loop-free routes which are shortest. If it finds any error, it always maintains the route by creating new routes, and this process is called as the route maintenance. Now the second one is the AODV variant, AOMDV, ad hoc on-demand multi-path distance vector routing. It is different from AODV as AODV locates only the single route, and in the route discovery process it locates multiple routes within the destination node and the source node. It is also used to determine loop-free paths. Now, the multiple paths. What is the use of the multiple path? They are used as the backup routes. This is all about the AOMDV. Now I'm going to talk about the mobility model that I have used in my thesis. I have used three mobility models: random waypoint mobility model, reference point group model, and Manhattan model. The first one is the random model. In this model, there is no restriction when mobile nodes move across the network, that is, they can move randomly. In the spatial dependency model, which is the reference point group model, the mobile nodes have a mutual relationship between them. That is, they propagate from source to destination in a correlated way. In the geographic restriction models, the mobile nodes may be halted by the buildings, obstacle, freeways or streets. Now I'm going to talk about my research objectives. My research objective is just to get a general understanding of ad hoc networks, to compare and evaluate routing protocol under different mobility conditions, analyze the protocol theoretically and through simulation, and recommend protocol for specific mobility model. The problem statement, as I have discussed earlier, simulation and comparison of AODV variants under different mobility model and MANETs. Now, one of the main challenges of MANET is the design of robust routing algorithm that adapt to frequent and randomly changing network topology. In this, I have compared the performance of two types of on-demand routing protocol: ad hoc on-demand distance vector routing protocol, which is UniPath, and the ad hoc on-demand multi-path distance vector routing protocol, which is multipath. Now, primary idea is to assess the AODV variants under different mobility models. The mobility models, as I have earlier said, is the group mobility model, random waypoint, and the Manhattan model. Now, the performance metrics, like the throughput, end-to-end delay, and the packet delivery ratio, they are examined with varying node density, and the tool used to analyze these performance metrics is the NS2, which is a network simulator. Now, methodology used to in my thesis, like the simulation environment uses NS2. All scripts have been used to get the value from the trace file. Now, the mobility scenarios are generated using the tool named BoneMotion, and performance metrics like packet delivery ratio, throughput, and end-to-end delay are used to analyze the results. This is my simulation environment. I have used my system Sony Vaio, and the operating system used is Ubuntu 14.04. Simulator used is NS 2.35. Protocols used are AODV and AOMDV, and the mobility scenario analyzer is the BoneMotion. Now these are the results and analysis. As you can see, I have presented my results of three models of the performance metrics PDR. In the random waypoint model, AOMDV performed better than AODV. In reference mobility model, AOMDV performed better than AODV, and in Manhattan grid mobility model, again AOMDV performed better than the AODV. So, by combining these results, we can say that PDR for performance